Well, this is it. The first decent look at the platform. So these are the two crashes I will compare. Both 16 inches, top of the pops, I imagine. Although each cymbal is unique, and this one isn't particularly unique. Whereas this one I consider particularly unique. But yeah, let's see what we can get from these graphs and all the rest. First of all, I have 8 slots in this pool. If you look it up, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all the K symbol and increasing amplitude, but normalized, so you kind of hear the unnatural way that the amplitude builds up. And that's actually already a decent lesson in instrument acoustics, plate vibrations. So what you see really is the obvious increase here in the high frequencies. Most resonant modes remain where they are. And they do have different vibrational patterns depending on strikes, but that will come. So just briefly, I mean, the first thing to note is that the HHX well, it has some very pronounced vibrational ranges, but compared to the K, this K has these very crucially distinct and kind of balanced set of resonant modes. Now the other thing which kind of comes from usage, but is affirmed, is that my HHX opens up much quicker. And it opens up much more dramatically. And then the interesting thing is here with the loudest hit, you see the K actually retains these distinct resonant modes, whereas for the AHX, I would suggest that the chaotic regime takes over a larger portion of the spectrum. Cool. Well, let's have a look at these analyses. I mean, work in progress, most of this, actually. But the next big one is the partial tracker. So with the partial tracker, what's happening is that the ridges are being followed, so to speak. So what you've seen in the waterfall plot. And then the amplitude of the ridge is the thickness and the color. So it's interesting to see how the 4 softer hits actually keep this fundamental dominant. And here you can actually trace it. It's going up and down a bit, around 500 Hertz throughout. And then suddenly the energy escapes into the higher region. It's really curious how there's nothing tracked. see you're not seeing the left edge of this. Well, have a look. So interesting things come out of here. I mean, maybe the first thing to check, well, shall we go one by one? I mean, I'll just do a general introduction of the graphs. So these are the 2-3-axis graphs, and actually there is another one in preparing, which is the roughness spectrum. So I'll talk about that at some point, but actually these frequencies between 5-10 hertz to maybe 80-90 hertz describe something peculiar about the spectrum, and this kind of waterfall does not capture it. So that's coming. Now, what I have here kind of ready, some of this needs looking at, is a set of over and per graphs. So everything over time, everything over frequency, whereby the x-axis is the frequency, and per partial. So all these per partials are actually feeding on this partial tracker here. I have some attempts to characterize the attack. This is actually an interesting one to look at here because can you see all of that? It's a bit shit with the vertical. Because there's normally two graphs, one next to each other. And here, the opening phase should be clear. So you can kind of see that the HHX, which is the opening, compared to the K, which kind of kicks in straight, it's traceable. So you see that centroid is slowly growing in whatever, first half a second or less. So it kind of estimates an opening end here as well. So here I have 64 milliseconds. And here I have 363. The curious thing is that it's actually working out, finding the opening only on the hardest hits, which is curious. I have some things about the impact here. Yeah, is that a good introduction? Well, I mean, just some context here. Actually, Dave Collingwood was the first person to introduce me to the depths of symbols technically. And actually, one of our first things was an idea of analysis, because signal analysis is my thingy. And well, 5 years later or more maybe, I quit making the appearance of responsible education. And I could spend a lot of time with this, and probably gonna continue. I mean, it's essentially free for all the symbol smiths, because they are the driving force in discovering these infinite universes, I think. But yeah, if you wanna contribute or help out, probably log out here and pay for it. No one ever did, not yet. I mean, this is just starting. But if you try to, oh no, not log in. If I try to sign up, obviously I'm wasting your time now. Do it and let me know, because I hope this payment shit works. But yeah, this is about symbols, really. I mean, Dave Collingwood gave me a lot of recordings, which I batch uploaded. I also have an automatic cutting thing, so all symbol smiths, let me know. Callum is my fictional friend. These are my crushes. I was just trying to make an appearance and also test basic user stuff, and it worked. Things might not work. You just have to let me know. This is my first batch of 10 weird stuff. Lovingly lovely stuff. And actually this was 80 takes, so there's 10 symbols and 8 takes each. And people have been asking, you know, what do you want, how do you record this? This is the one where I have actually 2 mallets and then different points on the symbol. So it's a different way of organizing it, whereas for the crashes I actually have only 4 takes and they are increasing velocity. Shout out to Marco Berkes and his Harmatone. Buy that. Alright, well, yeah, finally there is a forum, nothing much yet. But yeah, for those of you who know about Symbolholic forum, well, make this the next one. And it's supposedly very handy, because if I now, for example, if I look at the library, right, so here at the bottom, here are the pools, and this is the K versus HHX 16 crash compare pool. And, well, it's just good that I look at this. Ah, here it is. No, that's not. So actually it's supposed to, maybe by the time you check it, it will have an in-forum discuss button. So for now the symbols have it, which means that if there's nothing in the forum, it's just on the discuss, and you can just, well, I'd have to log in now to comment. And if it's in forum, hopefully here it is, so it can quickly display you what the forum post says, which is not on the video as I see. Well, never mind. And then the analyses also have their forum entries. So these waterfalls used to misbehave, who knows, let me know. And then you can check out the forums separately, and here there should be symbols forum, pools forum. So that didn't automatically work yet, so I should be able to just send a comment into the pool forum from the pool. And there we can discuss what you think about these 2 crashes, if this ever gets going. I was even thinking of video comments, that'd be fun. So you just press a button and you say, hello, I hate this symbol, goodbye.